the Shahada. Gave word to his men, take the Shahada, and his soldiers all became Muslim. That was just one part of the story of as-sahmi, how he was involved with the Persians. How he was given from the background that these Arabs face to go and challenge a leader and come back. But his story doesn't end there. He didn't just meet one leader. He also met the leader of the other superpower. He met someone called Heracles. He was the Byzantine, which was the eastern part of the Roman Empire's king. Heracles. This happened in the 19th century Hijri, under the Khalif of Umar bin al-Khattab. A fight broke out between the Byzantines and the Muslims. And we thought, alright, fair enough. At that point we were strong enough to challenge them now. We weren't these people that just came out the desert anymore. We were focused, we understood what our purpose was. They challenged the Byzantines. Umar bin al-Khattab sent out an army. But the Byzantine king, again, arrogance, he didn't, really bother. He goes, whatever people you capture, bring them to me. That was he wasn't really bothered with these Muslims. Whatever people you capture, this to his soldiers, whatever people you capture, bring them to me. I want to interrogate them myself. And one of those people that were captured was Sahmi. What luck. What luck. He got to meet both the kings. Sorry, not luck. What mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving him the opportunity to meet these two oppressors and speak the truth, speak the haqq. What mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed this man. Anyway, he's captured. He's one of those who are captured and taken to the king. But the thing here is, the Byzantine king has heard about these companions, so-called companions, and he's interested in their behavior, interested in their way of thinking. He's heard stories about them, their courage, their determination, and how their loyalty to this man known as Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he wanted to know, he wanted to see these people for himself. So as-sahmi was brought. And he started off by interrogating him, asking him questions, who are you, where do you come from, whatnot. And then he goes, leave Islam, join Christianity. As-sahmi's answer was no. So Heracles, takes a bit further. He goes, I will give you wealth. Leave Islam. Wealth that you've never seen before, I'll give you wealth. He goes, no, I will not leave Islam. He goes on, I'll give you position in my land. I'll give you position within my courts. I'll give you position within this society. Leave Islam, join Christianity. He says no. He gives you, I'll give you all of this and my daughter. I'll marry you into my family. Leave Islam, join Christianity. He goes no. He refused. At this point he realized that this person is so stubborn, there's no point carrying on giving him, giving him things. So I'm going to start torturing him now. I'm going to torture him till he turns. So what he ordered his men to do is tie as-sahmi to a cross. And ordered his men to throw spears at him. First aiming for his arm and then for his feet. Then he asked him, would you now, after what you've seen, give up Islam and join Christianity? And he goes, no. Never. So he thought, okay, this torture is not, it's not good enough. We need to, up our game a bit. So he ordered his men to go get a pot of oil. A pot of oil, big enough to put a man in. Started boiling it. And then ordered his men to get a Muslim, a prisoner of war. And he threw him in there. As-sahmi watched as this Muslim, powerless, now a prisoner of Heracles. He watched this man be boiled alive. You know what happens when your skin burns, right? Now this man had his flesh boiled, burnt off his bones, flesh taken off. He watched this as this man basically disintegrated into nothing. And then he was told, you're next. Give up Islam or you die. There's no, don't give up Islam or you die. That's it, you're going to be thrown in next. And as-sahmi says, no, So this is it. At this point, Heraclius, forget, throw him in. There's no point about it. They just throw him in, get him in there. And as-sahmi starts crying. And at this point, Heraclius notices this and realizes, yes, I've won. I've won. I've got him. Okay, bring him back, bring him back. I'll give him another chance. Bring him back. Don't kill him yet. Then he asks, are you going to give up? So you're ready to give up Islam? He replies, no. And he loses. He goes, what? Why? So why the hell did you cry? Why did you cry if you're not going to give up Islam? Well, did you cry because you were scared? He goes, no, not out of fear. I did not cry out of fear. So he goes, so why is it? Why did you cry? And as-sahmi's response was, I realized that this is the moment that I was going to die. I cried because I wished I had the same amount of souls that I have hair on my body, so I could give each soul for the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Each soul for the way of Allah. That was his response. And this man, Heraclius, was bewildered. He was like, this man's impossible. So this is what sahaba is. This is what these men are. So he goes, okay, I'll give you another option. Kiss me on my forehead and I'll let you go. People might wonder, what the hell is kiss me on my forehead? Why would you want another man to kiss you on the forehead? This was an act of humiliation. This was an act of humiliating as-sahmi in front of everyone. Not just the Christians, but the Muslims as well. So as-sahmi realized this and understood his position. That I'm going to have to, if I kiss this man's forehead, I'm going to be set free. But he didn't stop. He goes, no, I want you not only to free me, but all the other Muslims you have captured. All the other Muslims you have captured, and I'll kiss you on your forehead. So the Heraclius thinks about it for a second and goes, okay, fair enough. I'll let everyone free, I'll let everyone go if you kiss me on my forehead. So as-sahmi thinks to himself that if I'm able to free my people, then this is no problem to me. This brings no shame to me. My people are more important than my shame. This brings no shame. So he kisses this man's forehead and he's let go. Him and his people are free. They get back to Umar bin al-Khattab. So they arrive back to Medina and they report back to the Khalif, Umar bin al-Khattab. They tell him the story of what happened. And Umar bin al-Khattab, his response was of gratitude, but it was bigger than that. His response was, he stood up and told every prisoner that as-sahmi had saved that this man deserves a kiss from all of you on his forehead for what he has done. Not just you prisoners, all you Muslims. And I'm going to start first. And Umar bin al-Khattab went and kissed him on his forehead for what he had done. For giving up his pride to save his Muslim brothers from Heraclius. This is the sort of men, along with the other sahabas that we have spoken about, and all the other sahabas we know. This was the sort of men that emerged from this Islam, from this Arab peninsula who had taken up Islam as their way of life. These sort of men who had courage to face not one but two rulers with no fear in their hearts, with no care about what will happen to them. I just want to quickly look at, that was a story about as-sahmi, but I just want to quickly look at the realities of the Arabs before Islam and us today, the worlds we live in. People might think that, oh, these are Arab desert Bedouins. But fair enough, they were in a different location, different time, different technology. But society was pretty much similar. Alcohol was prevalent all over the place. Women were used as just objects. They used to fight over camels, to a point where the people did not know, the generations after didn't know what they were fighting for. We have the same situation today. Muslims fighting Muslims over something as petty, as small as postcodes. Postcodes. What the hell is a postcode? If a government wants to change your postcode, what happens then?